Okay, thank you guys. So today we are going to see the implementation of execution of SSIS packages from Azure Data Factory. Okay, so if I open the material here, this is page number 100. Sorry, SSIS package execution with Azure Data Factory, right? Yeah, this one. Implementation steps to execute the on-premise SSIS packages via ADF, right? This is we are going to see the lab. Okay, so we'll start the lab here. Okay, so what it is saying, first step, install Visual Studio 2022 Enterprise and then install this add-on in your laptop. Second, create Azure SQL Server, Azure SQL instance and DB in Azure portal as usual. Okay, we have to create SQL database along with SQL Server instance in Azure portal as usual. So that is our step 2. So I'll go to Azure portal here. I will say here, okay, SQL database. And quickly I'll create one SQL database. Okay, I'll create one SQL DB. I'll say here SQL DB in cloud. Okay, I'll say here SQL server in Azure 1929. Okay, I'll take it in Australia East. Okay, I'll set it as Gareth. I'll say here, okay. Fine. SQL database, guys, we have deployed many times. Many times we have deployed. So I'm also deploying the same thing. Okay, fine. I'll just go to next. I allow the database to talk from my laptop. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll create the database and SQL Server instance in cloud computing. Step 2. Okay. Then what is step 3? It is saying open SSMS in our laptop, connect to a cloud SQL server and run the below table creation script in our cloud SQL DB. So what it is saying, SSMS we have to open in our local laptop and we have to connect to cloud SQL server. And we are creating this table. Okay, what is the table? Create table SSIS log. So whenever we run our package, whenever we run our SSIS package, okay, one record will be inserted into this table. And when a new record gets inserted, it is a proof that we have ran our SSIS package via ADF. We ran our SSIS package via ADF. Okay. So it is asking us to connect to cloud SQL server. So for that, we have to wait until this gets deployed. Okay. Fine. Simple table I am creating. SSIS log with 2 columns, one column ID, one column log date and time. So when my package ran, okay, when my package ran via ADF, okay, that is what I want to set. Okay. So let the deployment gets completed. Fine, it is finished. I'll go to SSMS now. Okay, I'll go to the SQL server. I'll copy this and I will, okay, connect to my cloud SQL server. Okay, I'm putting my server name. I'll say SQL Server Authentication. This is the username and password I gave to connect to my cloud server and cloud database when I was creating, right? So see now I got connected to my cloud database. I'll say a new query and I will execute this script to create a new table. Okay, see there is no table here. Okay, the database is absolutely fresh, new database. No custom tables here. Okay, fine. I'll paste it. I'll say here execute. Done. Table refresh. No, see SSS log table got created. SSS log table got created. Next, create a folder. Okay, as Naresh SSIS project in your local laptop in any drive. Then open Visual Studio 2022 new project. Create new project. Okay, so I'll go here E drive, F drive, G drive. I'll say here a new folder. I'll take it as Naresh SSIS project. Guys, you have to do the same way. See how I'm doing the same way you have to do. Okay, fine. This is the path I have selected. Okay, now I'll open Visual Studio. Okay, let me open. See all these softwares we are using. All these softwares we are using to do this project. Correct now? SSMS we are using. Okay, Visual Studio we are using. Create a new project. Search SQL Server Integration Services on top. We'll see here SQL Server Integration Services. Okay, SQL Server Integration Services. Click Integration Services Project. Then say next. Okay, Integration Services Project. This one. Okay, fine. And then say here next. Okay, I'll give the name as what? Naresh SSIS project. And where I'm keeping, I'll keep it in my G drive, F drive, where it is G or F, G drive. It is G drive. Here we have created the folder. So I'm going to keep it here. That is what I have said. Set the path where we want to create the project. Okay, then create. We'll see new success project will be created. So I'll say here this one. I'll say here create. Okay, fine. This is done. If you see here now, this is our SSIS project. Okay, got created. Right click on below connection manager, new LDB connection. This is our connection manager. Okay, right click on below connection manager, new LDB connection. Right click, say here new OLEDB connection. Okay, fine. Then delete the existing one. Say here new. Okay, on top for provider. New. Okay, on top. On top for provider. This is what the different OLEDB providers, different providers we are having here. So we have to connect the provider here. Okay, Microsoft OLEDB driver for SQL Server. Microsoft OLEDB driver for SQL Server. Microsoft OLEDB driver. Microsoft OLEDB driver for SQL Server. So this is a driver I am selecting to establish the connection. Okay, fine. Then next, what we have to do? Okay, say okay for server or file name SQL server. This is what we have to give the name of our SQL server instance, because we are trying to connect to our cloud, right? So we have to give this one. So what I'll do, I'll just come here, I'll say copy, I'll come here and I will paste it. Okay, fine. Don't paste this one. Don't paste this one. Whatever the SQL server name you have given at the time of creation, that you have to paste. Okay, little brain you have to apply, little concentration you have to apply. This database and database server we have created in Azure portal, and pass accordingly. I have given the hint also here to you. Okay, pass accordingly. Click on radio button, use specific username and password. Okay, click on this radio button, use a specific username and password. This one. Okay, and what is the username and password? Pass the username and password we give at the time of SQL Server and SQL Server DB creation. Okay, so what username we have given? This is the username we have given, right? And password we have given is this one. Fine. Username and password give at the time of SQL Server DB creation in Azure portal. Initial catalog, select the database. Here we created in Azure portal. What database we have created here? This database, right? SQL DB in cloud. This database we have to give here. Okay. See, SQL DB in cloud. Okay, if you are not getting database here, whatever you have created in cloud portal, if you are not getting here, simply understand you have done somewhere something wrong. Previous steps are wrong. That's why you are not getting here. Simple point. Okay. Test connection. Okay. Okay. Let us do the test connection. Connection should be successful. Super. Okay. And then say here, okay. Done. And then say here, okay, one more time. Okay. Now what I'll do, right click on connection manager that we created, rename, give name as my connection. Okay. This is very big name, right? Very big name. Right click, rename, say here, my connection. Simple name. Click save and save all on top. Okay, save and save all. This compulsorily you have to do. Fine. Next step, drag and drop execute SQL task in SSL package from SS toolbox. Which what it is asking? Execute execute SQL task. So come here, execute SQL task, drag and drop. Okay, this is our execute SQL task. Okay, double click on execute SQL task for connection, click the knob. Okay, double click on the SQL task for connection. This one for connection, click the knob. Okay, and choose my connection. This is what we have given, my connection. So I'll say here my connection. Okay, in this connection we have given all the details, our cloud SQL server name, our cloud SQL database, password, everything we have given, database name and all, and that is what we are giving here. Okay, for SQL statement, pass the below query. So what I'm saying here, okay, for SQL statement here, pass this query. What I'm saying here, insert into SSIS log, values, get date. SSIS log is what? The table we have created. Understand all these connecting points, guys. What is this SSIS log? Is the table we have created in our cloud database. So I'm saying that whenever this gets executed, this package gets executed via ADF, insert the record into the table, into this table. If you see here right now, if I say here select star from, okay, PPO dot SSIS log, there is nothing here. See, the table is having just 2 columns and the table is having no data, nothing. The table is having no data at all. Fine. So what I'll do, I'm saying that this, whenever it's packaged in, it should insert the data into the table. That is what I have set. Okay. Save and save all. Right click on the solution and say build. Okay. Save all. Click on this solution and say build the solution. Okay. Build succeeded. See, build succeeded here. See at the bottom. Build should be succeeded for sure. Build the solution. Right click on the project properties, and this you have to do. Okay. Right click on the project. This one. Go to properties. Okay. Properties, protection level, don't save sensitive. Okay. Don't save it as sensitive. So protection level here. Okay. I'll say here, do not save sensitive data. Okay. Fine. Okay. Apply. Okay. Okay. Apply. Okay. Fine. Next, again, right click beside execute SQL task, properties, scroll down. Okay. Fine. What I'm saying here, right click. Okay. Right click beside execute SQL task, properties, scroll down. Go to properties, scroll down. Here you are having, okay. If you see here, protection level, don't say sensitive here and say okay. Why we are doing don't say sensitive? Because when our ADF activity, okay, calls the SSIS package, if it is don't sensitive, then only SSIS server will permit the ADF to run the SSIS package. Okay, fine. So I'm saying here protection level where it is, protection level here it is. See, protection level, click here, go here, don't save sensitive. Okay. Okay, save and save all. Okay, it's done. Always click on this save and save all, else your configuration will be lost. Okay, then right click beside SQL task variable. I'm defining a variable here. Okay, I'll say here variables. Okay, click on this one. Okay, give name as connection string. Okay, I'm giving name as connection string. For data type, change value to string. For data type, change value to string. Okay, fine. Click on cross to close the window. Okay, done. Next, right click on my connection, properties, connection string, properties. Okay, come to connection string. This is the connection string that we are having. Okay, copy the complete connection string value and paste it in a notepad as shown below. So I'll take this complete connection value. Okay. Control C. I'll come here. I will paste it. Fine. This is my connection string. This is my connection string. Okay. See now what I'm doing. Okay. Now concatenate the password to the above connection string as shown in below as an example. So your connection string is ending here, right? Translate equal to false, comma. After that, what I'm doing, I'm concatenating the password. Okay, what password you have given, that password you have to concatenate. So I've given the same password. I'm adding the password here. Okay, fine. This is the password I have given at the time of my database creation in cloud platform. That is what the password I have given. If you have given some other password, you have to pass it accordingly. Now copy the complete connection string. Okay, right click beside SQL task variable, and for value, paste the complete connection string with password and then close the window. Okay, fine. I'll come here, connections. Okay, what it is saying? Okay, uh, now come, now copy the complete connection string, right click beside SQL task and variables. Sorry, variables, I have to come here, and then for here, I have to pass the value. Which value I have to pass? This value I have to pass. This value I'm passing. Okay, fine. Data type you have to change string, guys. Don't forget that. Okay, and for value, paste the complete connection string with password, then close the window. Here, close the window. Okay. If I say here, let me check. Yeah, the value got saved. Okay, the value got saved. Fine. This is done. Next, right click on my connection properties. Click on expression three dots button. Right click on my connection properties. Okay, properties here. Okay, click on expression three dots button. Okay, this one, expressions. Okay, click on this ellipsis button. Okay, window will get open for you for property. Okay, connection string. Okay, say here connection string. This one, this connection string for property you have to select. Okay, for expression. Okay, click on three dots. Click on three dots, and then expand variable and parameters folder, and then drag and drop the connection string variable in the expression box. Okay, this is done. Now this connection string variable we have defined. What I'm doing, drag and drop the connection string variable in the expression box. This is my expression box. Okay, done. This is I have completed. Okay, okay, build and build the solution. Okay, build the solution. Okay, build got succeeded. Okay, rebuild the solution. Okay, rebuild also succeeded. Fine, that is done. Next, step 11. What is step 11? Create ADF, launch ADF, manage integration runtime, plus new Azure SSIS integration runtime, continue. So I'll come to Azure portal. I'll say here data factories and create one data factory here. I'll say here Naresh ATF 1911. Okay, deployment completed. I'll go here. I'll launch the studios. Go to manage. We'll say here integration runtime. See why I'm creating this integration runtime, guys, because the integration runtime which will get created along with ADF. Okay, till now we have ran all our ADF pipelines. Okay, till now we ran all our ADF pipelines. Okay, with the default integration runtime. Default integration runtime. Okay, the runtime which will get created along with ADF, that is called default integration runtime. Okay, the runtime. Okay, the Azure integration runtime, I can say the Azure integration runtime, which gets created along with ADF, is called default integration runtime. Okay, but now this runtime cannot run the SSIS packages from on-prem. Okay, this default integration runtime cannot run the SSIS packages, okay, from on-prem. And Microsoft also told very clearly, Microsoft itself also told very clearly that if you are planning to run SSIS packages from on-prem, or your project setup is as such where you are having some SSIS packages which you need to run from on-prem, then you have to create the SSIS integration runtime. Okay, we have to create exclusively, okay, SSIS. You have to create exclusively SSIS integration runtime. Okay, fine. So what I'll do here, I'll say here new Azure SSIS. What I'm going to see, this is the default integration runtime. Auto resolve integration runtime. This is the default one, which will get created along with the ADF. But I'm creating a new integration runtime. Okay, so plus new Azure SSIS continue. Plus new Azure SSIS, then continue. Fine. I'll say here name SSIS integration runtime because I'm running my SSIS packages. Fine. Description, creating this SSIS integration runtime for on-premises SSIS packages. Creating this SSIS integration runtime for on-prem SSIS packages. Okay, fine. Node size, I'll take here 4 core. Okay, it is creating in East US. I'll go with Australia East. I'll take here 4 core. Okay, 1638, 384 MB. Number of nodes, I'm just going with 2. That is fine. So as the number of nodes you increase, that much boost it will give it to your, okay, SSIS integration runtime to run the SSIS packages. 2 is sufficient because I'm in free trial. If I give 4, 6, 8, 10, then it might get failed. So that is 2 is sufficient. Okay, continue. Okay, uncheck the, say here, continue. Uncheck this box. Okay, fine. Fine. And then next, continue, create. Okay, fine. It is going to create as SSIS dedication runtime here. Wait for some 4 to 5 minutes until the status change to running. Okay, the status is showing as starting now. This should not be as starting. This should be as running. If it is running, then only you can run this SSIS package. What all we have done now, that you can run it. So this should be changed. So that's what I'm saying here. The status should change to running for SSIS indication runtime that we have created. Okay, click on author icon, create a new ADF pipeline. So just hold on, let it get completed here. It might get failed also sometimes. This SSIS integration runtime, when you are creating, then this is chargeable, guys. It will charge you, okay, very high amount. Okay, because it is all together from your on-prem, it is picking and running your ADF pipelines. Okay, just still starting, just hold on. Yeah, practice you have to do, Manju. I told in the, I think on fourth or fifth class, I told, right, that the labs will go much more tougher. Okay. See, I'll tell you, see, uh, transformation's a little bit easy. Transformation's a little bit easy. That is not a problem. But these labs, what we are going through these days, it's very tough. Yeah, it's very true. So only practice that you can, get comfortable zone. This is data flow transformations that we are starting hopefully from tomorrow. So this is easy. This is not that much tough. Yeah, little bit it is, little bit tough, not that, but not that much dry. Okay. So this is again like multiple transformations we are using, okay, to get the data into some shape. Okay, the client will say that he don't want the data as it is, how it is in source. He wants you to give some shape. He wants you to give some face to the data. He will ask you to break the existing columns. He'll ask you to remove some columns. If there are 5 columns in your source, he'll ask you, he don't want all 5 columns in the destination. He wants only 3 columns. Okay. And he wants that, to break the existing column and generate new columns. Different kind of scenarios, different kind of requirements. This is also very tough here. So these all transformations what we are going to do. Practice is the only solution I can say. Oh, this is the transformation. And next we are having Databricks. Okay. Databricks is also we are writing all the Python scripts there. Okay. We are writing Python scripts in Databricks. So Python script is also very dry, to be honest, if you are a first timer. Okay. See guys, if you learn a hard technology, okay, I'll tell you, see, this point is very simple. Okay. If you learn easy technology, okay, if you learn easy technology, then your salary will also be easy. Means low salary. Okay, if you learn hard technology, tough. If you learn tough technology, then your salary will also be hot. Okay, if you learn hard technology, okay, then your salary will also be hot. Hot means what? High salary. So now you decide what you want. Struggle is there. See, I'll tell you, trust me. Okay. Initial initial 2 years you will struggle, guys. You will struggle for sure. Initial 2 years you will struggle. Okay. To get settled down in the technology depends upon individual. Some people will get settled down in 1 year. Some people will get settled down in 2 years. 1 to 2 years is the struggling period. After that, trust me, okay, you can directly take a jump. You can take a jump directly 18 to 20 lakhs just with 4 years of experience. With 4 years of experience, you can take a jump directly to 20 LPA. Believe me. Just work hard for 2 years. Just work hard for 2 years. Believe me. And data engineering is a very, very latest and new technology. Okay. For the replacement of this technology, I believe it will take at least 14 to 15 years. Because there are many people who are working in the old traditional technologies in the market. Okay, the working professionals who have started that career as data engineer in the year 2010 2012, like that. Okay, with my time, they are still working in old technologies only, SQL server, SSIS, SSRS. Okay, all these things. So you guys are very lucky that you are starting your IT career with new and latest technology. Okay, you guys are very lucky. So at least 12 to 15 years, there is no replacement of this technology. Believe me, you will rock. If you get on-site after 4 or 5 years of experience, if you get on-site somewhere US or UK or somewhere, then believe me, just check in YouTube, check in Google, what is the salary for a data engineer in US and Europe in these countries. They are making easily to $2 lakh per annum, 2.5 lakh per annum. But after an experience, after some 4 to 5 years of experience, don't expect this in initial stage. Okay. So I hope It is completed. Okay, still it is starting. Just hold on. Okay. Mm. And we are going to do two live projects also, guys. I'll mentor you for two live projects, data engineering projects, that is complete end-to-end project. There we are using everything. In that live projects we are using everything. We are using source storage account, we are using ADF, we are using SQL databases, we are using Azure Databricks, we are using Azure Synapse Analytics, we are using Power BI dashboard. Okay, if you done that project, then trust me, you can easily speak up in the interviews also. Okay, fine, guys. I'm not sure how much time it will take to get the SSIS integration runtime status as running. This is very expensive integration runtime, very expensive. So once you have created, please delete it immediately after your lab. Don't keep it, or else it will eat your complete money. It will eat your complete money. Okay. So what I'll do, let me go here. I'll go to the SSIS integration runtime. In the initially only I told now, guys, the labs will be very tough going forward. Coding is not there. If you notice here, coding is not much in data engineering. Coding is not there, but configuration itself is very tough. Actually, configuration itself is very tough. Okay, so we were here, right? Yeah, change the status from running to running in integration runtime that we have created. Okay, step 12 we have to do now. I'm just waiting for the status to get changed. Okay, still it is showing us starting only. Yes. You can put it Ahel Khan. You can put that projects. Also, apart from that, I have given to other projects also in the sample resume. Okay, that projects already I kept it. I don't want to do other things. Okay, this I'm going to show in the end of the classes, guys. At the end of the classes, I'm going to show you all these things. See, this is the sample resume. Sample resume for Azure Data Engineers. See, this is the sample. I have made the complete resume for you guys. I have made the complete resume for you guys. See, all things I have mentioned. There is no need for you to write anything here. Just prepare well, just study well. I'll give you the walkthrough of this resume. This resume I have given, I'll give to all data engineering batches only. See, this is one project I have mentioned already, Iowa. What you have done, this is the project description, what technologies we have used. Okay, fine. Storage services, replication, Azure Data Factory, file share servers, Apache Spark. Okay, is all I have mentioned. Description of the project and what you have done in the project. This is all the roles and responsibilities I have mentioned. Okay, so what all I have shown in the classes from first class to last class, this is what I have mentioned. So thoroughly you have to prepare, guys. Everything is there. This second project, Avamo. Okay, this is the technologies you have used. Okay, I have mentioned project description, and this is the responsibilities that what you have done. I have mentioned all these things. Okay, this resume I'll give at the end of the classes, guys. Okay, yeah, ready. Things are ready. Things are ready. Okay, so this is the live project. See, course and project one of Azure Data Engineering, course and project two. If you see, I'll explain this complete project. See, SQL Server, Azure Data Factory, Data Lake Gen 2 Storage Account, Azure Databricks, Azure Synapse Analytics, and then finally Power BI. All the tools we are using here, Azure Data Engineering real-time end-to-end project. You have to do this project. First, do all the labs, whatever I'm showing, all the labs you have to do without seeing. First thing. After that, you have to do these projects also. I'll explain. I'll explain. There are still many classes to go for us. There are still many concepts to cover. At the end of the batch, okay, I'll explain all these things. No need to worry. Just be regular to classes. Fine. All right, guys. So it is still starting. My God, what is this here? How much time it will take? Okay, I'll go to author here. Okay, I'll say here create new ADF pipeline in activities pane, search for execute SQL task. Execute SSIS package activity. I'll say here new pipeline. Execute. I'll give here pipeline 1. Okay, execute SSIS package. Okay, execute SSIS package activity. Click on the control in general tab. Give name as water. Execute SSIS package. Okay, give here execute SSIS package. Click on settings tab for Azure SSIS integration. This one for Azure SSIS integration runtime, you have to select this one, SSIS integration runtime. SSIS integration runtime. Okay, for Azure SSIS integration runtime, okay, select Naresh SSIS integration runtime. This integration runtime we have created in above step. I've given the name as SSIS IR. That's what I'm giving. For package location, choose embedded package. For package location here, choose embedded package. Choose your order, embedded package. Click on upload, select the package. Click on upload, select the package. Okay, from your on-prem. This is my on-prem now. Right now, guys, this is my on-prem, right? So select the package here. Say here open. Okay. Fine. Navigate to the path where we created the SSIS project. Open, publish all, publish and debug. Okay. I'll say here publish all, publish, and I'll do the debug. So what is happening? Last step. Debug is the last step. When you click on debug, what happens here? Your data factory will internally, okay, go and run this package. Because we have said na, here what we have done, we have uploaded, we click on upload and we have taken this package, right? This package is what? This one only. See? This one only. This one only, right? Correct na? See, this one only. So publishing is completed. Okay. Integration runtime is still not ready. This has to be ready. That's it, guys. This is the end. After this changes status to running, after its status change to running, okay, you go and do the debug. So what happens when you run the debug? ADF pipeline, your data factory, your ADF pipeline will go and pick the package. It will go and pick this package. Okay, it will go and pick this package from on-prem and loads one record into this SSIS log table. Okay, but I cannot run right now because the integration runtime is not getting ready. I don't know how much time it will take. Okay. One minute, hold on. So I'll go to manage. Okay, integration runtime. Okay, this has to change. How I'm not sure how much time it will take here. Okay, you have to just do the debug. After debug gets succeeded, we can see SSIS package execution. Inserted a record inside the SSIS log table in SSMS. Okay, hence using ADF execute SSIS package control activity. Okay, we are running the on-premises SSIS packages in Azure portal. Azure Data Factory and inserting the data into SQL databases. Okay, if we want to automate the execution of SSIS packages, then we can set up the schedule-based trigger. We can set up the schedule-based trigger. This we have done already. Okay, wherein the package run by itself as per the schedule and loads the data into the SQL database. Complete automation. This is complete automation will happen if you create what the schedule based trigger. If you create the schedule based trigger, okay. Okay, I'm not sure, guys. It depends upon Microsoft Azure Cloud Platform how much time it will take. But this is the end of our demo. Once the status is changed here to running, come here and do the debug. That's it. You will find one record inserted here automatically inside the SSIS log table. Okay. Yes, it's completely done. Yes, the demo is completed here. Okay, do this as an assignment, guys. Do this as an assignment. This is a new topic then, data flows. This is a new area in ADF, data flows in Azure Data Factory. This is completely a new area. Okay, completely new area in ADF only. This I'll take up in tomorrow's class. Okay, this I'll take up in tomorrow's class. Okay, today this is very dry. For today, this is, I believe, sufficient because you guys have to see the video recordings and do the practice for sure. Okay, and then okay, we'll start this in tomorrow's class. Okay, data flows in Azure Data Factory. What is this and all? This I'll start up in tomorrow's class, guys. Okay. All right, guys. Any questions, anyone? Any questions, anyone? Anything to ask for? I think it will take 1 hour or so. I'm not sure. It will take 1 more hour easily, guys. Okay. So this will start in tomorrow's class, guys. Okay, this is completely a new area. We'll start up this in tomorrow's class. All right. Am I good to close the class? Yes, no? Practice, guys. Once the video recording is loaded, okay, in the Naresh portal, see the video recordings and do the practice. Do the practice. Okay. Guys, any questions? Anyone? Am I audible? Architecture of the project means this one. Okay. Architecture means what are the tools you are using, what are the technologies you are using, what is the flow of your data end to end. Okay, like what is the source, what tools you are